And we're live. Welcome to another Not Mainstream for July 14th, 2017. And it has been one hectic week with Donald Trump Jr., the son of President Trump, and the whole Russian lawyer mess. So let's see if we can break this down for you guys. Apparently, someone was was in punting contact of a lawyer who apparently was Russian, because Russia's bad all of a sudden. You know, forget about ISIS and the terrorists. We got to focus on Putin and Russia because they're the most evil people on the planet now. And he was punting, Donald Trump Jr. was punting contact. And apparently this woman had information about Hillary Clinton, some damning evidence. So Trump Jr. went to the meeting, and nothing really ever came out of it. It was a big nothing burger. And now the mainstream media is promoting the hell out of this, saying,
the fake news,
the fake news,
fake news media.
This is hardcore proof that there was collusion between Russia and Trump.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's not.
Yeah.
It's not, and it's not proof of anything. He had a meeting with some people who were Russian. So what? Junior, this is not the father. President Trump did not meet with any of them.
No.
Food with them either.
Absolutely. I mean, I just don't know. I don't know what's going on. I mean, how far are they going to go with this?
I don't know.
I mean, they're beating a dead horse.
Well, over at CNN, Anderson Cooper had Sebastian Gorka on.
Mm-hmm.
Sebastian Gorka handed him his lunch.
Yeah, I heard about this. I didn't see the video yet.
You got to see the video. It's great.
I'm going to have to look that up. I have to look. Yeah,
all the fake news and everything.
Yeah, definitely.
I was surprised Sebastian Gorka didn't get cut off or didn't get his mic cut after he said fake news.
Yeah, I mean, from what I hear, Sebastian Gorka is really, really hardcore on them. Maybe he needs to be replacing Sean Spicer as press secretary.
Maybe.
I would love to see that. I would love to see that because I've heard some great things about Sebastian, and I mean, you know, Sean Spicer's all right. Go ahead.
A great British accent. He has this great British accent. Sebastian Gorka does. Yeah, it's cool. But he just destroyed Anderson Cooper. I mean, just destroyed him.
But
it was great.
Yeah, and he also destroyed Jake Tapper, right? From what I heard.
He may have. I didn't see if he was on with Jake Crapper. I saw him. He was on with
he destroyed CNN in general. Let's put it like that.
Yeah, I saw him on with Anderson Cooper, but not with Jake Crapper.
Jake Crapper and Anderson Cooper. That's great. That is great. But
yeah, more shit coming from Anderson Cooper.
I mean, they call it the crappy news network for a reason, right?
Mm-hmm.
So,
VFNN, the very fake news network.
Very fake news, fraud news network. I mean, there's so many names you can put on. I mean, CNN, like we said 2 weeks ago and last week, it is toxic. Their brand is 100% toxic right now, and it's just, I really hope CNN will see the light, but I really don't. I mean, there's no hope for CNN.
I just don't see that happening. I just don't see CNN, learning from their mistakes. They have yet to learn from their mistakes, really.
Absolutely. I mean, they need to be turned off at every single airport, every single gym. I mean, that's the only reason they have ratings is because they're on at the gym. And maybe the hotels as well. Maybe we need to turn them off at the hotels. Because
I think every airport you go to, that's the news network they have on. So
yeah, I mean, it's
now Whether that changes or not, I really don't know.
I mean, it has to take a major petition and stance and grassroots campaign to, like, boycott CNN. But
It would.
with this whole Russian lawyer, I mean, it doesn't look good on the face of it, because I mean the mainstream media's narrative up until this point was there's collusion with the Trump campaign because they got dirt on Hillary, and I mean Donald Jr. Released the email chain, and I mean it doesn't look good on the face of it, but we know there's nothing there. There's nothing to the story at all.
Well, sometimes when things supposedly don't look good, that means, I mean, I mean, well, yeah, there was nothing wrong with him meeting with these individuals, referring to Donald Trump Jr.
Here's the thing. I mean, imagine if
they
Chelsea,
cannot impeach
okay,
President Trump for what his son does.
yeah, absolutely. But let's take a little scenario here, and let's imagine if that was Chelsea Clinton meeting with someone saying they got dirt on Trump, and I mean there would be nothing out of it. I mean, nobody would raise hell, nothing. I mean,
no,
it's just
be like, oh, that's just the way that is.
I mean, it's normal. It's normal for Hillary Clinton's daughter to do it, but it's not normal for Donald Trump Jr., Donald Trump's son, to do it. I mean, that's how hypocritical these people are.
I mean, they would have completely ignored it if it was Chelsea Clinton.
Yeah,
they would have just they wouldn't have given it any more thought, really.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you probably hear about it, just a little bit of it, but then it'll get swept under the rug. Just like the whole meeting between Lynch and Bill. I mean, use that for an example. Everybody was talking about it for a little while, and then it got brushed under the rug. I mean, if it wasn't for the independent media outlets covering that, it would have had gained no traction at all.
Yeah, exactly.
But what do you think where this story is heading? This whole Trump-Russia narrative. I mean, they're just tripling down on this. It's not going to end anytime soon.
They can continue to report. They can no. They won't report on it. They will distort it, referring to the fake news media.
Yeah,
they will make it a bigger thing than it really is. But they should listen to Van Jones. What Van Jones said. It's a big nothing burger.
Yeah, I mean, there's no evidence to back any of this up. I mean, no hardcore evidence to prove that Russia interfered in the election. Change the outcome of the vote, or persuade any American that Trump was the better candidate. I mean, the mainstream media is to blame for Trump. They're the ones that forced Hillary down our throats. They're the ones that, only reported positive stuff about Hillary. They're the ones their bias showed throughout the election season. I mean, they're the ones to blame for President Trump. Not Russia.
Oh, and do you know that CNN apparently can't tell the difference between the French national anthem and the American national anthem?
Yes, I saw that. So President Trump went to France yesterday, or yesterday, something like that. For yesterday to celebrate France's birthday or something like that. And CNN had the national anthem. The American national anthem playing, and one of their stupid journalists thought that was the French national anthem. Jeez, I mean, can they get any more faker?
Even these moron leftists should know what our national anthem sounds like.
No, I don't think they do. I mean, they can't. They don't know what the Constitution says. What makes you think they know the national anthem?
Well, surely they've been to a ball game somewhere, football, baseball, whatever. They play the national anthem right before
You want to know what the national anthem is? the same thing that Colin Kaepernick disgraced throughout his NFL season. That's what the national anthem is. In case you leftists didn't know that.
And you notice that Colin Kaepernick has not been picked up by any NFL teams. There were rumors that Seattle might pick him up, but
did you hear that he went to like Africa somewhere to celebrate Independence Day?
Let him stay there.
Yeah, I mean, stay there. Exactly. But I think that's pretty much it on this whole Trump Jr. and the Russian lore. I mean, it's just there's nothing.
A big nothing burger.
Yeah, exactly. Burger. I mean, here's the thing: the Russian lawyer is basically a DNC operative, basically. And she was not supposed to be in the United States at the time. And this falls back on Lynch and the Obama administration. I mean, if these people keep on digging at the whole Trump-Russia narrative, the only thing they're going to find is all the corruption that Hillary has done, all the corruption that Obama has done. And that's going to open up a big can of worms. So I suggest for them to stop while they're ahead.
Yep, I agree. They just cannot help themselves. They've got to. They figure we've got to take down this president, and the only way to do it is to this fake narrative.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, listen. The only thing is that if you're going to drag Trump through the mud, if I was Trump, I would be like, you're going to take me down, your guys are coming with me. And just air out everything. You know, because I'm sure Trump knows a lot of stuff ever since he was inaugurated. I'm sure he knows a lot of stuff. And all he has to do, I mean, he has the power to unclassify any document at his will because he holds the highest power. And if it comes from the president, if it's classified and the president says it, it automatically becomes unclassified. So I'm sure he's got a lot of stuff on these people, and he's willing to take the gloves off and just expose everything.
Well, let's see. How long have they been pushing this Russian narrative? 9 months?
Oh,
and what have they gotten so far on Trump? Nothing.
Absolutely nothing. Because here's the thing. I mean, if they had a tape from 2005 that shows President Trump saying "grab her by the pussy," and they exposed that, I'm sure they would have found something by now. I'm sure they would have found something by now. But they haven't. They've got nothing. And this whole Russia, I mean, the American people don't care about Russia. We don't care about Russia at all. We want Trump in there. We voted for him to get his agenda done. But we can't. But he can't do that because of all the obstruction, all of this bullshit with Russia. And, you know, he's done a lot compared to the past president and past presidents. I mean, with the amount of obstruction behind him, he has done a lot. He took us out of the Paris Climate Agreement. He took us out of TPP. He approved the Keystone Pipeline. He approved the Dakota Access Pipeline. I mean, he's done a lot compared to the amount of obstruction that he has got.
He's managed to get stuff done despite some of the despite the obstruction he has encountered.
Absolutely.
But I mean, he's still encountering major obstruction from all sides.
Yeah,
I mean, the Rhino Republicans, the Never Trumpers,
the DNC, the establishment,
the conservatives, everything.
Yep.
Yes. Did Obama have this much trouble? No.
No, because he was he was part of the establishment. That's why. And Trump
didn't have any. The reason Obama didn't have any trouble is because the Republicans just basically let him run roughshod.
Yeah. And plus the Republicans, I mean, they're all the neocons that, you know, just let them do anything they want.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's pretty much it, because I I am exhausted of covering this whole Russia narrative. I really am, and
Yeah.
I just want to get off of it as quickly as possible.
Every week there's something about it.
Yeah, I mean, notice the timeline of that. You saw Trump and Putin meet, all right, and which was a phenomenal meeting. It was a great meeting. And then all of a sudden, this whole Russia story came out again. It always seems like if Trump has a good week or a good day, something comes out to overshadows that.
Exactly. I was watching Password Plus on Buzzer. Yeah, the puzzle was Social Security, and then they had like different clues.
That's cool. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it on the Russia thing.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm
Big
sick and
nothing
tired of
burger.
it. I'm sick and tired of it.
Yeah.
And don't be surprised. We're probably going to cover something else next week when it comes out. It's going to be something stupid. But so I haven't really been following the whole healthcare bill that much. Have you, Henry?
I have heard Mitch McConnell says that nobody's going to go home in August until there is a bill. Until there is a bill. No, they need to repeal it. We don't need another new bill. We need this one repealed.
Yeah, yeah. I heard that too. I heard they're going to cancel the recess up until they get a new bill passed.
Mm-hmm.
And
That's what's going on with
so
that.
there's a new bill that already came out, but I haven't really read into it and heard anything about it. I
Well,
wish.
there was bill that
Go
was
ahead.
passed by the House. There was the bill that was passed by the House and through the Senate.
Mm-hmm.
Not take, and they haven't really taken it up just yet.
Mm-hmm.
I think they've debated a little bit, but they haven't really been able to. They haven't really been able to lay something down about it just yet.
The
They haven't
groundwork of it.
really done the groundwork.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that one is still up in the air right now.
Mm-hmm. Well, here's the thing. I wholeheartedly believe they do not want to pass and repeal Obamacare. Because I mean, they're dragging around on this. They should have had something put in place 8 years ago, 4 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they knew this was going to happen, but they wasn't planning on a Trump presidency. They wasn't planning on that. They thought Hillary had it in the bag, and if Hillary would have gotten it,
Mm-hmm.
Obamacare would have stayed, and everybody would be out on the street dying right now.
Yeah.
But
well, let's see how much longer it takes for them to say run ads about the Republicans want to push grandma off the cliff or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, I punt the blame on Paul Rhino. I really do. I mean, he's the one that he doesn't support Trump at all. I mean, he's just showing face and said, yeah, I support Trump and all that. No, he doesn't support. We need to get him out of there. We need to get Paul Rhino out of there and replace him with a pro-Trumper that supports Trump's agenda, that is fully behind Trump 100% and is committed to repealing Obamacare. We need to get Paul Rhino out of there. We need to get Mitch McConnell out of there. We need to get John McCain out of there. We need to get all these neocons out of there and replace them with pro-Trumpers. And one pro-Trumper, Kid Rock, is running for Senate. I mean, that is confirmed. Right here, I'm going on record. I 100% endorse Kid Rock for Senate. I think it's a great idea. I mean, he's pro-Trump to the max. I mean, anybody that's pro-Trump, I will endorse because, however, if they were anti-Trump in the beginning, I only endorse people that has been pro-Trump since day one. And I think Kid Rock.
Yeah, he's running for the Senate out of Michigan. So
Yeah, I mean, if I was living in Michigan, I would totally vote for Kid Rock.
I would too.
I mean, I would totally
too.
vote for Kid Rock. I mean,
he's always been conservative American. He's always been very pro-America, very conservative.
Yeah, absolutely.
One thing about Kid Rock.
I mean, his music, some of his songs is all right.
I do like some of his stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, but Kid Rock for Senate, hell yeah. Now we need to get Ted Nugent.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get Ted Nugent.
Yes.
Ted Nugent, run for Senate. Run for Senate. That'd be great.
If Al Franken can be a senator, guess what? So can Kid Rock.
Exactly. I mean, Al Franken, jeez. Al Frankenstein. I mean, he's exactly. I mean, jeez. I hope Kid Rock gets it. I mean, he's if he runs on the Trump platform and, say he supports Trump and he'll make sure he'll get everything done on Trump's agenda, I think he has a chance. I really do. But it's going to be very interesting. I hope they do debates. I wonder if they do debates. I would love to see Kid Rock debate his opponent. I mean, that'd be great. That'd be epic.
I imagine Kid Rock is pretty smart. He's pretty smart.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, he wouldn't be running.
Yeah. I mean, I would love to see some of. I cannot wait. This is going to be great. This is going to be fun. Kid Rock. Who would ever thought? In 2017.
Real name is Robert Ritchie.
So is he going to?
Real name is Robert Ritchie.
So is he going to run under Kid Rock or Robert Ritchie?
Oh gosh. Well, I don't know. Sonny Bono ran as Sonny Bono, so.
Was Sonny Bono his real name or was that his stage name?
I'm not sure. Not really sure. Well, hey, Ronald Reagan became president. Okay, so
Reagan became president. He was an actor. Trump. I mean, he was a reality TV show.
That's right, President Trump. Yeah.
Jesse Ventura. He was a wrestler, and he was governor
of Minnesota. Yeah.
Minnesota. Arnold Schwarzenegger, governor of California.
California. Yeah.
And so, I mean, Kid Rock has a chance.
Yes, stranger things have happened.
And see, here's the thing. We know about Kid Rock's history, so if it'd be impossible to dig up dirt on him because I mean he's done it all.
He'd be like, hell, I admit it.
Yeah, I mean, like, hell yeah, I did. I don't care. That'd be great.
He'll admit what he did. He'll say, yeah, I did that. Yeah, what of it?
Yeah. I mean, it'd be impossible to get dirt on him. So, I think Kid Rock has it in the bag.
He's not going to try and cover anything up. No, because everybody knows his history.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. Sonny Bono, real name was Salvatore Philip Bono, and he went by Sonny. So Sonny Bono probably was his stage name.
Yeah.
So I say just use Kid Rock because everybody knows him by Kid Rock. So Kid Rock for Senate. Hell yeah, I endorse that. I endorse Kid Rock 100%.
I do too.
100%.
Yeah.
I know. So yeah, we need people like Kid Rock that actually have. Antonio Bernandez is running for.
Bernandez.
Yeah, he's running, and he's a Trumper. So I endorse him too.
Oh. Nice.
So yeah, I endorse any pro-Trump politician that's running. But
Kid Rock, he had a special with Hank Williams Jr. They had on CMT. They had it was a special where they sang some of Hank's songs, sang some of Kid Rock's songs. It was pretty good.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I like some of his music. I mean, Ball with the Ball, that's great.
Oh yeah,
love Ball with the Ball. That needs to be his campaign rally song.
The duet he did with Sheryl Crow, Picture.
Oh, I haven't heard that.
Oh, you gotta look that up. That's a good song.
I'm gonna have to look that up.
Yeah.
What was that one? The summer, all summer long. It was like to the tune of Sweet Home Alabama.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is a good one.
But yeah, Kid Rock said, Senator Kid Rock. That's gonna be great. That is gonna be great.
We might see. Maybe we'll see Uncle Cracker run for something next.
Senator Uncle Cracker. That's great. That is great. So that's pretty much it for Kid Rock, and I hope it works out. I think he has a shot. I really do.
I do too.
I mean, and plus, Kid Rock, he might be able to get some of the millennials on board because of his popularity. His popularity.
I think so.
Let's see here. What else? So weekend Trump. Trump came back from the G20 conference summit from last week. Really, really powerful stuff. I mean, he represented the U.S. and he did what he said he was going to do. He's going to represent the United States of America and not the world, and that's what he did. And he doubled down on the Paris Climate Agreement. He said, "Nope, I do not agree to that." And 19 other people agreed to it, and Trump was the only holdout. Which I mean, he's sticking to his campaign promises, even though with all the obstruction, like I said. So that's pretty much.
Yeah, and Obama went over there to the G20 trying to upstage Trump. I got news for you, pal. You president.
Oh, he's the deep state president. He's acting as the deep state president. But he's not the officially elected president of the United States. He's just the deep state president. Absolutely not. I mean, I don't know why Obama is out there like that. I mean, the only thing he's representing is the deep state, and that's it.
Well, come here. No, don't jump up there. He is the freaking deep state president. He's an evil SOB too. I mean, you just know that he and Valerie Jarrett can behind the scenes. Jarrett, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we spent 8 years, and I am surprised we got through those 8 years of Obama. I really am. I don't know. Obama started what Hillary was going to finish off, basically, if Hillary would have won. And Trump came in and he threw that wrench in the system and he beat Hillary. Thank God, because we would not survive 4 years of Hillary or 8 years of Hillary. But I think that's pretty much it. What Trump did this week was that he just basically went to France and went with Macron.
Yeah.
Macron. Yeah. Oh, so some more controversy in the Trump administration. Donald Trump told Macron's his wife and said, "You've got a beautiful body and you got a great and all that." And apparently it's sexist to compliment a woman. It's sexist to compliment a woman on her looks, Henry.
Of course it is. Hang on a second. My cat is acting suspiciously. He has a bad tendency to poop under my mother's bed.
Ooh. Yeah, you better go grab him. Better go grab him. All right. So, while Henry situation, let's see here. What else happened in the world of Trump? The president's wife's, looks, and apparently that's sexist. Us men can't compliment on women. Hey, that's a pretty blouse. Sexist. Hey, that's a nice dress. Sexist. Hey, that's some sweet, good shoes you got wearing. Sexist. I mean, come on, give me a break. All right. Listen, if women didn't want to be complimented on, then why dress up? Why dress up? Just put on a t-shirt and some pants and go out looking like that, looking like a slob. All right, Henry's back.
What were you saying now?
I was just saying that if women didn't want to be complimented on, why dress up? If you think us complimenting you on your dress or on your shirt is sexist, then why dress up?
Mm-hmm.
But I think that's pretty much it in the week of Trump. Anything else you want to bring up? Anything else that you think? Anything else that I might be missing that happened this week?
Well, other than not a whole lot. Other than the Donald Trump Jr. stuff and the stuff that happened with the president overseas. Of course, he's coming back to the U.S.
I think he's already back, and he went to a tennis match, a women's tennis match. Because he can't see a women's tennis match without becoming sexist.
Oh yeah, there you go. He went to a women's tennis match. Oh my God!
How dare he? How dare he? That is sexist of him.
He's such a misogynist.
Give me a break, people. He's such a misogynist. Imagine if he went to a men's only tennis match. How dare he goes to a men's only tennis match? Why isn't he at a women's tennis match? Is he sexist towards women? Does he hate women that much?
See, he can't win for losing. See,
exactly. I mean, anything that he does, he can't do it from losing. But anything else that happened this week? Because I think the bulk of this week was the whole Trump Russia thing, Trump Jr. Russia, and that was it.
Yeah.
Any topic that we should rant on? So I think we pretty much covered. It seems like I can find anything else.
Just seems like it's all the same stuff. Every week. Yeah. I mean, it's all, of course, because of the fake news media.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they continue to. What is it?
Elizabeth Warren, the fake Indian,
Lord,
is sounding the alarm on Kid Rock's potential Senate run. Senator Elizabeth Warren is sounding the alarm on her Democratic base, warning a Senate run by Detroit bad boy Kid Rock could be the second coming of Donald Trump. The wasting time and all summer long rap rocker turned country singer tweeted on Wednesday that he's running for Senate in Michigan. Although it's been largely dismissed so far as a publicity stunt. Remember where you heard that before? When Trump ran, it was just a publicity stunt. He ended up winning.
Mm-hmm.
So now the mainstream media, deja vu all over again. Kid Rock running, publicity stunt. Now, keep watching the mainstream media, or don't keep watching. Watch it here, because we report what they do. They're going to say, he's not going to make it. He's not going to make it. Kid Rock's not going to make it. And then watch them transition into, well, Kid Rock's songs is sexist. I mean, did you hear these lyrics? And Kid Rock said the N-word in one of his songs. How dare he? He's such a racist. And then keep watching, because he's going to have the exact same stuff thrown at him like Trump did. Let's see here. Warren isn't taking any chances, though, with the long-shot Republican. And she says, and I quote, "I know a lot of people are thinking this is some sort of joke, right?" Warren wrote in an email blast with the subject, Senator Kid Rock, Republican, Michigan. Well, she said, maybe this is all a joke, but we all thought Donald Trump was joking when he rode down the escalator at Trump Tower and announced his campaign, too. And sure, maybe this is just a marketing gimmick for a new album or tour, but we all thought Donald Trump was just promoting his reality show, too. she said, "Notice the parallels," and we just solved it, and we just said this. We just exactly said this. The parallels. The Bay State senior senator, then links to a fundraising page where donations are split between Michigan U.S. Senator Debbie Sabonow and Warren's own 28 re-election campaign.
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
Debbie's Debbie in the back now. Yeah, I don't like her.
So I really believe it needs to be illegal for out-of-state people funding campaigns in Michigan. If you live in California, you should not be allowed to fund a campaign that's in Michigan. I think that should be illegal. I really do. I think that should be 100% legal because you saw in Georgia how many out-of-state campaign funds was for Ass Off. More of his funds were out-of-state.
Ass Off.
Ass Off. Yeah, that's his nickname. I gave him a nickname. Ass Off. Let's see here. A Warren campaign spokeswoman did not return repeated inquiries about how much the fundraising appeal has hauled in or the strategy behind it. Now, notice this. I strongly believe that there's going to be celebrities coming out against Kid Rock because we saw this with Georgia. We saw a whole bunch of celebrities punting their nose in people's in other states' businesses, which, talk about collusion. But yeah, notice there's going to be more celebrities coming out against Kid Rock. You watch and see.
And it's going to be funny to see it backfire on them.
I really hope for. I'm praying that Kid Rock wins. But if the effort succeeds, other Democrats are likely also to cash in on the Kid Rock candidacy, remote as it may be, to fill their own campaign coffers, said Larry Sabato, a political science professor at the University of Virginia. Political elites and activists who actually give money to campaigns keep up with all this stuff. Do you think Robert James Ritchie, a.k.a. Kid Rock, will launch a serious bid for Congress? Boston Herald tweeted out. Plus, the most effective direct mail is often tied to something that's just happened. Sometimes that can be spun into a threat. And this goes on, talking about Kid Rock and his campaign.
If Elizabeth Warren wants to talk about a joke, she's the joke.
Yeah, she is the joke. And so an actual Indian is running against Elizabeth Warren to take her place in the Senate. And I endorse him. I endorse that guy 100% as well. Mm-hmm. But going back to Kid Rock for a little bit, let's see here. I was going to say something, but I completely forgot what it was going to be. Oh, no. My advice to Kid Rock is to use Twitter, use social media to advance your campaign, because that's what Trump did, and he won. So use social media, use email, use the news, use everything in your power to advance your Senate run, because that will benefit him so much if you use social media.
It will.
I mean,
that's how Trump got out the word.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, if any chance, he has to use social media.
Oh, a little bit off topic, but you may have seen me taking something. Salmon oil.
Ooh, salmon oil. I heard of fish oil.
You take 2 of these a day, 1,000 milligrams. Dietary supplement, heart health. It's also good for your joints and cholesterol. So take 2 of those a day.
All right. Okay, I'll definitely keep that in mind. Let's see.
And it's only $7.88 at Walmart. But if you can't find it at Walmart, if you got a Sam's Club or a health food store or something like that, you'll be able to find it there. Oh, and you don't want something that has soy in it. Soy in it at all.
Mm-hmm.
Only ingredients this has are salmon, gelatin, and glycerin. That's it.
Mm-hmm. Now, what's the difference between salmon oil and fish oil?
Probably that this stuff actually helps your joints. Like if you have aches in joints, it promotes joint health, you might say.
Joint pain and stuff like that.
Yeah, it promotes joint health. So
Mm-hmm.
One of the major differences between salmon oil and fish oil.
Mm-hmm. Well, going more off topic here, I'm on the Drudge Report app, and I'm just reading through some news articles. So this is going to be 1993 all over again. O.J. Simpson's parole hearing is going to be televised on TV. So
Oh,
we want to see
lovely. You mean 94. It was 94.
94? It was 94? Okay. Well, 93, 94.
And see, not the trial took place largely through 1995, and then they announced, of course, that he was not guilty.
Yes, so
he had to do something stupid and go try to get his memorabilia back.
yeah, I heard all that.
And,
so,
and that's what landed him in jail.
Yeah.
Plus, he lost the civil suit.
Mm-hmm.
He lost the civil suit. I've seen a lot of specials about OJ, like on A&E and things like that. And of course, there was the excellent TV movie version. Let's see, is this it? Yeah. Let's see, what's it? People versus OJ Simpson.
Yeah. Yeah, with Cuba Gooding Jr.,
This was on
John Travolta.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This was on FX or FXX last year.
Mm-hmm.
This is based on the book, the run of his life. O.J. Simpson. Good stuff here. The entire miniseries. I thought it was really well done. I thought it was really well done.
Yeah, I did too. I thought it was excellent. But I love predictions. You think he's going to get parole?
That's a good question. I really don't know. He might not.
I wouldn't be surprised if he does get parole.
No,
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't either, but I mean, can he plead his case? It's supposed to be next week, I believe.
Next week.
Yep. So remember, it was the summer of 1994 when that happened.
Yeah, the whole slow chase, in the Ford Bronco.
Oh yeah, he and what's his name? A.C. Cowlings. Yeah, A.C. Cowlings. A.C. Cowlings was driving.
Mm-hmm.
Was driving the Bronco, and O.J. was in the back with a gun to his head.
Wow.
So, I remember seeing that too. I remember actually seeing that on TV when they were airing the slow speed chase live.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it was the craziest thing. But yeah, of course, I think OJ's guilty. I think he did it.
Yeah, I think so too.
But I also don't think he acted alone. I think he had help.
Yeah, it wouldn't probably surprise me. Now, you know, Henry, if the glove doesn't fit, you must quit.
There was a special on Investigation Discovery about O.J. Simpson. It was kind of examining the different scenarios, and they kind of came to the conclusion they think he may have done it, but they also think he didn't act alone.
Yeah, it probably wouldn't surprise me.
So, but yeah, he watch his back though, because I'm sure there's going to be people that are going to want to come after him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Let's see here. What else is happening in the world?
Every time you see Fred Goldman, every time I see Fred Goldman on television, he can barely suppress his rage. I mean, he's just after what happened to his son. I mean, can you blame the man? I don't blame him at all. I mean, he just. I mean, he knows OJ was guilty. He sure that he made OJ's life a living hell anyway, and it's like good.
Mm-hmm. Let's see here. I'm trying to get in some of the news articles and see if anything happened besides this whole Russia thing.
Oh, you had this one moron member of Black Lives Matter saying that Planet of the Apes was supposed to be a mockery specifically of
Oh
him.
yeah, I heard that. I heard that. Yeah, I saw that too.
It's like he wears a blue vest, and there's an ape, and there's a character in the new Planet of the Apes movie that wears a blue vest.
Yeah, and the blue vest is based on the blue vest alien from the original 1969 series.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I mean, this dude, you know, geez. Speaking of Planet of the Apes, you think that wouldn't be any good? War of the Planet of the Apes.
Oh, I think so. I think so. The first two were great.
Mm-hmm.
Rise of the Planet of the Apes and Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. And I have all the originals also. I have a box set of all the original movies from the 60s and 70s. So I've got all of them.
Cool.
I
That's
don't
awesome.
have the Tim Burton one though. Ugh.
Yeah, I don't blame you on that one. The Tim Burton one is not his best, not of his best work.
It wasn't nearly as good as the originals, and not as good as the most recent two, Rise of the Planet of the Apes and Dawn of the Planet of the Apes.
Mm-hmm.
But I've got basically all of them. I mean, from the Woody Harrelson is in the new one.
Ooh, so that might be good.
Gary Oldman was in the second one.
Mm-hmm.
AKA Commissioner Gordon.
Yeah.
Oh, in Justice League, J.K. Simmons is going to be playing Commissioner Gordon.
Yeah, that's going to be interesting. I like to see that.
Which is interesting because he was J. Jonah Jameson also.
Yeah, he was a great J.J. Jameson.
He was.
A great J.J.
He was.
They have to bring him back.
He had that character down. I mean, he was.
Mm-hmm.
I mean.
I can't find any decent news articles today.
I'm guessing really not a whole lot else.
Yeah, not a whole lot really happened.
Well, let's get into some local news. I got a local news story.
Yeah. All right, go ahead and shoot.
Okay, let me get the link to come up here. Shane, have you ever heard of Krispy Kreme donuts?
Absolutely. Who hasn't heard of Krispy Kreme?
Dude, man.
You got to live on Mars or the moon or something if you never heard of Krispy Kreme.
Right, yeah. Well, they're celebrating 80 years this year. Can you believe that?
Wow. 80 years of Krispy Kreme.
1927?
At least.
No. Oh, 1937. I'm sorry. Okay, now my browser's giving me trouble again.
Yeah, you're like a robot.
Oh yeah, stupid browser.
You might just do a quick reset and refresh.
Okay, maybe better now. Oh. Or I could just use my phone to read this. Let's see. Try to find my phone.
Because if you have so many tabs lined up, it'll bog down.
I only had two tabs open though. That's the problem. Why don't you go ahead if you feel to talk about? And
all right, I'll bring up mine. So the Mercer County Sheriff's Department receives much needed pay raise. Mercer County approved a pay raise for the Sheriff's Department. The commission agreed to increase the payroll budget by $55,000. Sheriff Tommy Bailey's salaries are below the state average by at least 20%, and this raise will help them keep him on the force. That makes the deputies feel better about coming to work, knowing they get paid a little more. The commissioners have to find the money to do, and we are greatly appreciative of them and their hard work to find the money, said Bailey. The raise will go into effect next payday for the deputies, and that is epic. That is awesome right there. I mean, the sheriff, Sheriff's Department, cops, police, I put them right along next to the veterans and the people that's overseas and fighting wars and stuff, because they're basically the army men of each of the United States. Basically, they put their lives on the line every single day to protect us.
No, absolutely they do. And there's good reason to be proud of them.
Mm-hmm.
Well, now, there was one kind of tragic news story that happened here locally, over here in LaFleur County.
Mm-hmm.
It was a helicopter or a plane crashed.
Oh, I heard about that.
Yeah, several Marines were killed, unfortunately.
Yeah. Was that in your area?
Yes, about 40 miles from here.
Because I heard it was in Mississippi, but I didn't know where in Mississippi. I didn't know that was
Right.
so close to you.
About 40 miles from here. Yeah.
Wow.
Happened, I think it was Monday. And, there were four local Marines that were killed, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm.
It's very sad. It's a very sad story. It just crashed in the field. And I mean, this is Marines, so. Okay, I'm gonna try and bring up this story about Krispy Kreme. But yeah, I mean, they've had, they've been looking into it, obviously, trying to figure out, determine the cause of the crash and everything, and Marines investigating it, and they want to make sure they dot all their I's, cross all their T's.
Mm-hmm.
Why it happened and how it happened. But very sad story. Okay, my browser. Shoot. Why, stupid phone. And the governor has visited the crash site. Our governor's visited the crash site and everything, so he's been there.
Well, at least your governor is not like de Blasio and don't protest freaking Trump. I mean, and I think I heard that the NYPD actually turned their backs on de Blasio.
They did. Good.
Yeah.
Like, good. Bring it back on that bastard.
Yeah.
He's an SOB anyway.
I hate him. I can't stand him.
If he's going to go over there and protest our president, after a young woman is killed in his city, I think our governor wanted to stay away from the crash site until they had it ready. As far as obviously, he doesn't want to interfere. He didn't want to interfere with anything that was going on.
Yeah.
As far as investigation and cleanup and all that, I don't blame him for not wanting to go there right away until it was clear to go there. He wasn't going to go there unless it was absolutely clear for him to go there. That's something sometimes that happens. Politicians are criticized for not going to a crash site right away. Well, there's reasons they don't go there right away. They have a reason. The article about Krispy Kreme donuts. Krispy Kreme celebrates year 80 with special sale by Sarah Ulmer. Let's see. Scrolled it down a little too far. Folks are flocking to Krispy Kreme locations across the state for the special 80th birthday celebration deal. The famed donut shop is offering a deal to buy 1 dozen original glazed. Buy 1 dozen original glazed, get the second dozen for 80 cents. Lined up down County Line Road in Jackson, over 30 people stood inside waiting to get their hands on some donuts. And the browser crashed.
Yep.
The page crashed. Hang on. It's just about finished anyway. But yeah, I mean, hey, that's a good deal. You buy a dozen, you get another dozen for 80 cents.
Mm-hmm. That is awesome.
I'm just here for drive time to come get a couple donuts. And Wynton Ellis at Jackson. I'm pretty excited. We're going to get about 4 dozen. Wow. Must have a big family. Average line time in Jackson on Friday morning was an hour and a half. I've been here over an hour, but they're going to be worth it because in my life, everybody at the office, said customer Dallas Bryant. The company apparently started in Mississippi in 1973.
Mm-hmm. Now, is it going to be all Krispy Kreme donuts or just the one in Mississippi?
Wait a minute. Let's see. Oh, in 1937. I'm sorry. When Vernon Rudolph bought a secret recipe from a New Orleans French chef, he rented a building in what is now historic Old Salem in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. Began selling the donuts to local grocery stores. Starter. And like you can go to like Walmart sometimes. You can find the Krispy Kreme donuts in little packets, the boxes and things like that. Have them like it's themed for themed. It's like Christmas or Halloween or Valentine's Day, things of that nature. You can find the boxes that have a little themed.
No, that is awesome.
And they are very good. They are excellent.
Ooh, I love the raspberry filled.
Oh, that sounds good too.
Those are great.
Never had the raspberry filled ones.
Oh, you gotta go to Walmart tomorrow and pick some up. Oh, go like real early in the mornings, like 6 or 7 o'clock, because that's when they print them out very fresh.
Ooh, yeah. Yeah. Donuts go good with coffee too, boy. Ooh.
I'm not a big coffee guy.
They go good with coffee, though.
Let's see here. I'm looking on my local news and see if there's anything else. Well, this is not local, but it's in Florida. So you know what? Since Amy's not here, one from Florida for her.
Sure.
Police find cocaine and Cookie Monster doll.
Oh, lovely.
A Florida man is facing drug trafficking charges after authorities find cocaine inside a Cookie Monster doll. Deputies in Monroe County, Florida, said they stopped Camus McNair at a marathon station because his car had tinted windows and an obstructed license plate. If you're going to break the law, make sure your car has nothing wrong with it.
Really?
When McNair rolled down his window, police said that they could smell marijuana, and they proceeded to search McNair's car. Inside, deputies found the Cookie Monster toy tucked into a backpack. Upon closer examination, they discovered a slit cut into the doll. When they opened the doll, they discovered 300 grams of cocaine. And that's it.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. If you're going to break the law, make sure there's nothing wrong with the car so you won't get pulled over. Or
really?
Don't break the law at all.
Yeah, really. Just don't break the law. Don't be riding dirty.
You remember Jim Carrey in Liar Liar?
Mm-hmm.
Stop breaking the law, asshole.
Oh, yeah. Right.
Oh, great. So this is a short, not mainstream tonight. I mean, Russia was the only thing. This is the only big thing that happened.
Mm-hmm.
But let's see here. I think that's pretty much it that happened this week. It wasn't a big week like I expected it to be, other than the Trump Jr. in Russia. We're just going to have to wait and see where this goes from here. Like I said earlier tonight, I'm getting completely sick and tired of covering this, but it's our due diligence to cover it fair in an accurate manner. unlike CNN, unlike mainstream media, unlike MSNBC
Well,
and all the other crappy
until the
networks.
fake news media stops covering it, we're not going to stop covering
Yeah,
it.
exactly.
And we're not going to
Exactly.
stop. We're not going to stop covering the mainstream media.
Exactly. I mean, you know, basically, we are in a war right now. We are in a information war, and mainstream media is losing this war, losing it completely. I mean, they got
They
nothing.
don't
They got
like it
nothing.
either.
The only thing they have is
Yeah.
airports and hotels and you know, probably bars and, you know, restaurants, and that's it. That's all they've got. Because, you know, the average American person has been turning them off. They get their news now from Twitter, from Facebook, from alternative media sources. They don't rely. They don't rely on CNN anymore. I mean, the only reason they're covering Trump and Russia is because of ratings. However, their ratings is still so low. I mean, Nick at Night is beating them in the ratings. Nick at Night.
And Sebastian Gorka pointed that out
Yeah,
too.
yeah, exactly. Sebastian. Yeah, I saw that too. I mean, Nick at Night, and Nick at Night sucks. They haven't had any decent material on Nick at Night since they took off, you know, all the classic like Home Improvement and all the great good sitcoms. But Nick at Night is beating them in the ratings. Oh my God. I mean, jeez. But yeah, I guess that's going to do it tonight. Henry, you got any last words, last comments?
All I can say is, hold on. Throw on your hats and wash those valuables. It's going to be a bumpy ride.
Yeah, you got that right. You definitely got that right. But yeah, so that's going to do it for us tonight. And it was a short, not mainstream tonight. Nothing really happened, but yeah. So next week, God only knows what's going to happen next week, because I have no clue. If I had to guess, Russia. That's my prediction. That's my
Sounds
prediction.
like Marsha.
Exactly. Where's Brady at? Jeez. We need Russia.
That was Jan.
Where's Jan Brady when we need her?
Yeah.
We need to have Jan Brady on and just have Russia. But yeah, next week is going to be Russia. We're not doing anything tomorrow night or next Thursday. Do something on the 5th, which is Sasquatch Theater, August 5th.
With Tracy.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Sasquatch Theater is 12.
Sasquatch Theater is on the 12th, and it's going to be the Legend of Boggy
Creek. And
so
I don't need to watch it. I don't need to watch it because I know it by heart. I've watched it several times.
Yeah, it's going to be kind of hard trying to pick out people so we can do the voices for. So maybe if we just see somebody on the screen and we just start talking, because you saw that list of cast members, and that was a long list. So yeah,
Preacher again. Tracy can be the Falcon Monster, Boggy Creek Monster.
Yeah, he can. Tracy can be the monster. You know, Tracy by default is the 8. All right, by default he's the 8.
Yes.
All right, so 5th we're going to be on Sasquatch Outlaws channel and promoting stuff. We're going to be doing promotion, and then the 12th, August 12th, and we're in August 12th. We're going to do Sasquatch Theater, The Legend of Boggy Creek. It's going to be a good movie that we're going to ruin. Great movie that we're going to be ruined. And then on the August 26th is going to be a online Sasquatch conference with surprise guests. We can't say who these guests are. It's a huge surprise.
We wish we could tell you who it's going to be, but we can't. But we do know who it is.
Yeah. We do know. Well, I knew from the start. I knew who it was all along. But yeah, it's going to be fun, especially because we've always wanted to get this person on for our Looking for Bigfoot show, and we haven't had the chance.
You guys are going to love it. That's all I'll say.
We have them. We have them. We have them. So you got to tune in on 26th of August to find out who it is. But the subsequent Fridays leading up to it, we're going to have Not Mainstream throughout every single day on Friday. And then in October, yeah, but the Webcasting Dead, we're going to be talking season 8 of The Walking Dead. Speaking of The Walking Dead, there's big news. One of the stuntmen, and they postponed production. They halted production because of that stuntman. And I don't know, I haven't had the update on it, but let me go and look. But I think let me go get the story, because I was going to discuss this tonight, and I thought Amy was going to be on, but she wasn't. But seeing how we're Walking Dead fans, this is some stuff that we have to discuss. Good cover. I don't know if you heard about the news story, Henry.
No, I did not.
Okay, now this is from the LA Times, and it's a stuntman. And I'll read it. I'm not a big fan of the mainstream media, but this is big news, and I don't think they're going to lie about this. But John Breckener, a stuntman from AMC's popular show The Walking Dead, has died from injuries suffered on the show's set in Georgia, and the latest tragedy to strike a film set mid-project. After a Wednesday afternoon fall, Berkner, 33, was flown to the Atlanta Medical Center, where he died at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time Wednesday. Coweta County Coroner Richard Hawk said Friday the death from blunt force trauma was ruled accidental. Hawk said Berkner reportedly fell more than 20 feet from a balcony onto a concrete floor, suffering a head injury. The Occupational Safety and Health Administration and SAG-AFTRA have both opened investigations into the circumstances surrounding Berkner's death. AMC Networks has temporary stopped production on the show, which is filming its 8th season. The statement from AMC: we are saddened to report that John Berkner, a talented stuntman for The Walking Dead and numerous other television shows and films, suffered serious injuries from a tragic accident on set, AMC said in a statement Thursday before the news of Berkner's death was made public. He was immediately transported to a Atlanta hospital, and we have temporarily shut down production. We are keeping John and his family in our thoughts and prayers. AMC did not respond to requests for comment Friday. As always, the safety and security of our members and others on set is of a crucial concern and to us, and we are focused on this in our investigation, SAG-AFTRA said in a statement. Berkner had an extensive career as a stunt performer, appearing in recent films including Get Out, Logan, and The Fate of the Furious. Though fatalities are rare, stunt work is inherently dangerous. In 1996, a stunt performer was killed in Sun Valley from a fall while performing a stunt show for a TV show. And in 2002, an actor died in a parachute jump in Pismo Beach during filming of the movie Tears of the Sun. Film and TV-related deaths declined in the 1990s and early 2000s thanks to ramped up safety efforts by studios and production companies, plus the rise of digital effects replacing physical stunts. However, a 2015 Times report revealed an increased number of fatalities during filming in recent years, with some industry experts blaming the need to get increasingly dramatic footage to stay competitive, especially in reality TV. Locally, 3 people died in a 2013 helicopter crash in action during filming of a Discovery Channel military show. For example, a chopper collision in 2015 claimed the lives of 10 lives in Argentina during the film of an unscripted action show. Berkner's death marks the second film set fatality in Georgia in recent years. The Greg Allman biopic, Midnight Rider, was filming in Georgia when a tragic 2014 train accident killed a crew member, Sarah Jones, and injured 7 others. The film's director, Randall Miller, pleaded guilty to involuntary manslaughter in 2015 and was given a 2-year prison sentence. Prosecutors said the filmmakers had skirted basic safety rules while filming. Parents are currently embroiled in a civil trial with a railroad company, CSX, over the charges of neglect with regard to her death. Proceedings are underway at the Chatham County Courthouse in Savannah, Georgia. In South Africa, let's see here, it is just accidents. But going to the end, The Walking Dead has filmed in Georgia since the show's inception in 2010. The state's generous tax incentive has sparked an influx of Hollywood film and television productions in Georgia. But yeah, so a horrible accident, falling 20 feet to his death onto a concrete floor.
That is bad.
So, thoughts and prayers go out to his friends and family, and I just thought about that when we was talking about The Walking Dead. But yeah, the Webcasting Dead, we're going to be focusing on The Walking Dead season 8, and maybe with this temporary halt on production, Walking Dead may not get a season premiere until maybe the end of October, early September. Now, November.
About to say.
Yeah, September. Geez.
Actually, I have a story. I do have another local story.
Okay.
And not only is it local to our town, and it involves President Trump.
Nice.
It says Trump hotels to build in the Delta. The American dream is very much alive in the Mississippi Delta. Trump Hotels has chosen Cleveland as its first location for the new American Idea brand. Chawla Point LLC, led by CEO Dinesh Chawla and his brother Suresh, the family company business's president and treasurer, signed on in March. Hotels to develop 3 hotels under the new American Idea brand, Dinesh Chawla said. It is a standard franchise deal. We will pay a royalty and marketing fee and operate the hotel under their standards. A separately signed deal with the Chawla family will allow them to manage the first Scion Hotel in the world, which will be located in Cleveland. Named Scion at West End District, the hotel complex will cover 17.5 acres on the west end of Cleveland. The Chawla family was already thinking of planning a boutique hotel that would be a destination for conventions, festivals, and other events. Their original development plan for an $8 million Lyric Hotel grew to a $15 million layout for Scion West End. Were encouraged to think grand by then presidential nominee Donald Trump. Keys for this partnership with the Chawla family were planned over 3 decades ago. The Chawla's late father, Dr. V.K. Chawla, called Donald Trump's office in 1988 seeking a loan to build a hotel. In his wallet, but he did call Chawla back to offer some advice. In explaining he wasn't set up to make a small loan of this nature, he suggested applying for a small business administration loan. It seems Trump was impressed with Chawla's immigrant story of putting his sons through college. This is an illustration of what the entire complex is going to look like.
Oh wow, that's awesome. That is awesome.
Right over here on Highway 8, going west. If you're going west, it's on Highway 8. Across from Liddy's Sub Shop, it's right across from in a shopping center. There's a little Mexican restaurant. A few different restaurants in the shopping center over here. It's right across from all that. Chawla received the SBA loan for $450,000. Room hotel in Greenwood, which is right down over here, and began the hotel business that now is thriving with 18 properties. West End District will include 59 luxury rooms and suites, a bar, a coffee house, a stage, and a swimming pool. A 4-star, 2-story restaurant, the 8 West Grill, will feature patio dining, loft seating, a screened porch by local chefs. The property will also include a 500-person meeting facility known as the Gin, which can accommodate large banquets and receptions as well as smaller meetings or lectures. State House, a 13-room mansion, will provide the ultimate in Southern hospitality and luxury for its guests, and the 6,000 square foot Scion Spa will offer them high-level amenities. For those who prefer a more casual dining and lodge experience, the clubhouse, commercial and residential, will offer 24 condo-style suites with a collection of restaurants, access to a 2-acre lake, and a walking trail around the lake. 11 years ago, we bought the land 4 years ago, and construction started 9 months ago, Dinesh said. Although Trump's architects may tweak the facade and elements of its original design, initial vision for these buildings will be evident when the project is finished. We'll be contributing resources that will be separate from this Trump group and the partnership. We will operate the American Idea hotels as we have our other ones, Dinesh said. New Scion Hotel, we will have more of an advisory capacity. The Trump family will run the hotel. The other will be completely financed by us. We're putting in about $25 million in construction and renovation costs. Trump is putting in no cash investment except a tremendous amount of technical resources, experience, expertise, and advice. The Chalas will help make decisions on budgets and general targets. Every day currently, the management works with the corporate leadership in New York and executes what we work on collaboratively as a strategy. With the Trumps coming on board and the Scion Hotel having grown from its initial design, the family hopes to open it next year. Because of redesign and significant upgrades, we're going to push it back to the spring of 2018. The new design is remarkable in aesthetics and functionality, Dinesh said. 3 of their current properties are being renovated to meet the American Idea standard. The partnership between the Trumps and Chalas has opened up other doors for the Delta family. The opportunities that have unfolded for us are amazing. We've gotten calls from Alabama, Arizona, Montana, Texas, and Virginia, and all over the USA, not to mention throughout Mississippi from economic development directors to visit locations and partner with them, Dinesh said. I've never seen anything like it in my life. There are a lot of people about the opening of these new hotels, and then we use this as a case study. It's very humbling. I not personally met the U.S. president, but his brother was invited to meet him in Jackson through Governor Bryant. No one knows that the sitting president will make a visit to the new Cleveland hotel upon its completion. It happened due to the ethics questions and the appearance. The rules and logistics of covering his safety would also be a distraction. He wants, I suppose. You would not find me doing anything besides giving him the display of warmth that someone in his office deserves. And I would very much enjoy maybe the shaking of his hand. I would also probably add personal comments of appreciation for what he did for my dad 30 years ago, Dinesh said. Very cool story.
That is awesome. That is epic. You know, I hope he does visit it, and then you can go and meet Trump, or at least see him.
That would be awesome. Awesome. I would love to do that. I would hope he would do that, you know. Oh, but it would be cool if he did.
Mm-hmm. I think he will.
It would be. That would be.
I really do.
Cool.
I think he will.
Because he loves Mississippi. He's been to Jackson a couple of times, you know, when he was campaigning on the campaign trail. So he loves Mississippi.
Oh yeah, that'd be great. I mean, yeah, you'll be able to. I think he'll probably stop on by and see it. Maybe do a little press conference and whatnot. And
I'm sure he would love to see. He would love. They'd probably give him a private tour of the Grammy Museum too.
Probably, but yeah, that is epic. That is really awesome.
Yeah, since we have the Grammy Museum here, and more people are going to want to come and stay in that place. You know, these places over here, because and they'll you know, like tourists can come through here. They stay there. They go to the Grammy Museum and everything. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I think that's probably going to do it for us tonight. So tune in
tonight. Yeah.
Yeah, excellent stuff. I mean, even though we didn't cover, there wasn't a lot going on. We got some stuff off our chest. So tune in to next week, the 21st, for another Not Mainstream, and my prediction: Russia. On that note, good night, everybody. God bless America, and God bless President Trump.
Day Trump.
Boom.